Okay, let's go ahead and do this thing. So basically, what I'm going to cover today is three little steps that I'm doing to get people on my newsletter for Jason Capital's EIE. And I'm doing it on social media. I do walk into places and call. This strategy is particularly based on using Facebook. And it's super easy. I just hit them up. And I'll get into that in a minute, but I just want to say I'm going to cover that, and this is how it starts. So I created a Google Doc, basically doing research of restaurants in my area, and it could be in whatever particular area you're focusing on. So I'll just cover the basics, and then I'm also making a note if I send a message on my Facebook, if they responded, if they got added to the newsletter, and how I'm going about then. So I got like 60 on here, somewhere around there, and I'm about halfway through, and I've got about 7 of those on the newsletter that actually gave me a quote, and I'm basically just asking them for a quote to get on the newsletter, and this is what I'm saying. I'll cover that in a minute. Maybe I'll leave it in the comments of the video. So I'm basically just hitting them up and saying, can someone assist me? And if they don't respond right away, usually I'll wait like a minute or so. Most of the time, they don't respond right away. So then I'll just say this, my name, publisher of NOLA Restaurant Newsletter. I'd like to get a quote from the owner or manager for upcoming issue. We feature your business. So I'm basically telling them what I want and telling them why. We feature your business in our newsletter that goes out to all of our subscribers in the whatever area that you're in. Are you that person? Okay. They don't always subscribe. Like I sent this Friday, they didn't send it back. So turn those off. And then so let's see. Sometimes I'll get different things, like they want a sample of the letter. I'll just forward it to them. Usually that person isn't the type of person I'm looking for. And I'll get this also a lot. Usually the person running the Facebook page will give me the decision maker's email or phone number. Most of the time it's the email, and I'll just email that person, and what I email them is, it's pretty simple. Let's see. Let's go newsletters. Sent. Let's see. Here we go. My name, I basically say, hey, I received your email from someone on your Facebook page. I usually try to get their name, but in this particular case, I didn't get their name. I'd like to get a quote from you for upcoming newsletters if possible. Are you the person who can assist me? We feature your business. I tell them why again. And I say all you have to do is answer one or all of the 3 questions. These are the 3 questions that I ask because it's more intuitive for them. So what's the hardest part of running your restaurant business? Anyway, so you can read these, but usually 9 times out of 10 they'll respond. I've begun to have a lot of success doing this. So that is basically it. And then I just go back there and update my page. Send them a message on Facebook, send them a message through email. I'll put down the contacts, number or email that they gave me to contact them, and then I'll follow up with them. And usually I'll get them on the newsletter that way. That's basically it. It's pretty easy. I'll just do one live just to show you kind of what I'm doing. So if I don't know exactly where to go, so I'll type their email or their website in Facebook, or I could just type it in. Okay. And usually, even if they do have an email newsletter on their website, like let's just check real quick. Let's see. They probably do, knowing these people. They probably, that doesn't matter to me. Like, it's irrelevant. So what I'll do, I'll just send them a message. The same message, just copy and paste it. Message. Can someone assist me? Make sure you spell it right. Or can you help me? Whatever. Can you help me? Or whatever you want to say. And for this instance, there's nobody there, so I'm just gonna send them a message. So, Dave, I'm published with NOLA Restaurant Newsletter. I'd like to get a quote from your owner or manager of our upcoming issue. Tell them why we feature your business, because they always ask, "Oh, why do you want this?" Right? So just tell them. Feature your business in our newsletter that goes out to all of our subscribers in whatever area you're looking at, focusing on. And are you that person? So I'm asking them questions. So I want them to respond again. All right. And I'll just send them that, and then I'll just go into my newsletter. Sent message on Facebook. Facebook, and then this box is if I sign them up or whatever, or if they send back like, hey, you got to contact so and so. Like I'm just a worker here. I just run the page. Usually, what happens, so what happens is they think that we sound important because we are. We're the publisher of the newsletter. We're looking to feature your business, like a benefit to them, and they usually respond with the decision maker, phone or email. If you got a call, I do the same thing. If I call and say, my name, I'm Dave Weber. I'm the publisher of the NOLA Restaurant Newsletter. I was calling to get a quote from you if I'm speaking to the owner or manager for our upcoming newsletter. We basically feature your business in our upcoming newsletter about whatever your features are. About business marketing advice, or you could just say we feature your business in our newsletter that goes out to all our subscribers in our New Orleans area. It doesn't even say what it's about, but they usually don't ask. But if they do ask, I say, oh, we give business and marketing advice to locally owned restaurant businesses. That's it. So let me say that again. The purpose of our newsletter is to give business and marketing advice to locally owned restaurant business owners. That's it. If they ask, they usually don't, but that's pretty much it. I'll do another one live. So like let's just try this one. Facebook. Can anyone help me? Bam. Of course, there's nobody there, so I just send a message and I just go down the path. The hardest part about this is actually having all this done before. Of the research over here, like 50 restaurants and stuff. It doesn't take that long, but this probably took me a couple of hours. And then I go back through and I just hit them all on Facebook. And then sometimes it takes me a few hours for them to come back, but that's basically it. That's all I do. If you have any questions or anything, just let me know. Just a kind of a caveat to this. If I hit up the person through phone, I think I covered that, but I basically just tell them the same thing and try to get a quote from them over the phone. If they're super busy, I'll ask them for the email address to send them the questions, and then I'll send them this information here. Okay. And it's better for them because they're usually busy and they kind of want to get off the phone. But I'll ask them, it's up to you. You want me to ask you questions now? And it's better if you send them the email, because then they can take their time and read it or respond properly. Also, I like to ask if they'd like to feature a picture of their most popular entree in our next issue, and they usually get really excited. That's kind of like the secret trick that I wasn't going to share. But anyway, that's the dealio. So thanks for watching.